What's good? We back trying to figure out where the money at. This episode 4, we're gonna keep it rolling. So I think we're starting to lock down and niche in. So we really gonna focus on crypto. We're gonna figure out where are we in the cycle, recession timelines, possible year for the next bull run, mock portfolios. Then we'll get into some 9 to 5 talk with some layoffs. Then talk about some real estate and wrap it up with hustles and hobbies real quick. So let's get into it. All right. So we're gonna pop out with cryptocurrency. We don't focus on the day to day, but it is something to look at, something to talk about. So we down 4.5% over the last week. Bitcoin's pretty much been staying in a tight little range, if you notice here. So it's not really too much price action. We don't focus on that anyway because we focused on where are we in the cycle. And if you've been paying attention to crypto, there's been collapses. And when we go through downtrends in cryptocurrency, a lot of these companies are bullshit, and a lot of these companies aren't really producing anything, and they don't really have real runway, so they start to die off. So you'll hear about several coins or companies dying off, like FTX, uh, Celsius, Terra Luna, things like that. So with all that said, what does that mean? With all those companies dying since we're down here, I believe we have more down room to go. So I think the longer we drag on and the lower we go, more companies will die. And this whole thing about waiting out the bear market and not financial advice, getting in positions and buying up coins that are very, very low, or just finding which coins will survive, which CEOs are still visible, which are they still doing live streams, or is their YouTube still active? So we'll get into that a little later. So of course, I know you heard about the Binance USD issue that could fail, Silvergate could fail. So we're just waiting on those. So my thing is there's a lot of layoffs going on, and a bunch of coins are dying. So that just means we're in the midst of a downtrend. So if we lock in and pay attention, we could find life changing money, because that's what this whole thing is about. We're not trying to make a little bit of money. We're trying to find life changing money, and I do believe that opportunity is still there in crypto due to the fact that it's young enough. It's been a $2 trillion industry, and there's more money to be made in there in the future. Because if you think about it, there's financial products being created from Bitcoin, and as long as that exists, there's derivatives that can come. And the derivatives market dwarfs the stock market or any other market we have. So once they start creating derivatives from Bitcoin, then we'll be pretty good. So besides just general price action for BTC and things, like, let's get into some mock portfolios. So I made this little basic chart of what, and then not financial advice, but a pretty safe allocation, or a balanced portfolio. 25% Bitcoin, 25% Ethereum, 25% medium risk, and 25% high risk. That's very basic. Your situation will be different, how much money you make, where you are in life. But I feel like this is pretty basic, because you have 50% in the blue chips, and Bitcoin and Ethereum are the only blue chips that I would consider. And to be honest with you, Ethereum is iffy. So just Bitcoin will be actually the really true blue chip. But 25% in medium risk and 25% in high risk. What I actually like, and what, kind of more towards what my portfolio actually looks like, is 40% Bitcoin and Ethereum, 40% medium risk, and 20% high risk. That's because I am very high risk, and I'm trying to really, really, really go for it. And so when I'm picking coins, like, what do I mean by, like, medium risk and high risk? So some things that I like and I try to look for in coins. Let's search one. Let's search pre-search. This is not financial advice. Do not go buy any of these coins I'm talking about and get mad at me and try to sue me when you lose all your damn money. Don't do that. This is not financial advice. I'm broke, which is why I'm on YouTube with y'all. So we got pre-search here, which is 5 cents. So one of the first things I look at is max supply, 500 million, which, when you get into these coins, like, you'll see, like, Dogecoin has an infinite max supply. That just doesn't make sense. You want some supply and demand. You want there to be some actual liquidity in this project. But something that really sticks out about this project to me is, if we go to their YouTube, the CEO has been going live. and it's a bear market, and he's still showing his face. He's still public every day. You could look up the team on LinkedIn. Small number of coins that actually got things going. That's what I like inside of the coins I choose. But remember what I said. In all actuality, it really don't matter. It really don't matter, because when the bull happens, everything goes up. If we go back to the homepage, everything follows Bitcoin. So I'm not saying it doesn't matter what coins you pick, and you should or shouldn't do coin research, but it's mainly about staying in the game and staying locked in and planning your entry and exit points. And right now, on the fact that we're on a downtrend, what we do know is there will be a rollover eventually. So what I believe right now, not financial advice, now is the time to be planning your entry and exit points. The reason I have this line right here is because basically from this point and lower, I'll be comfortable building positions. But that'll wrap it up for crypto. We're gonna get into some 9 to 5 talk real quick. So it's layoff season, so that's what we're gonna focus on. And I found a couple companies, and these articles I'm finding, the description will be in the bottom below. The link will be there. So this is Wheels Up, and Wheels Up announced some layoffs. They're an aviation company. But the main point I really want you to understand is, I mean, it doesn't matter if you go to Google and you type in the word layoffs, you're gonna find information everywhere. But there's a lot of recession talk, and we're raising interest rates, and money for businesses is getting more expensive to borrow. So we kind of want to pay attention. But what I want you to pay attention to is the highlighted part. These layoffs are part of a plan to get profitability by 2024. So there's a plan in the future to become profitable. GM announced 500 salary cuts. And when it comes to these layoffs and 9 to 5s, man, just make sure you lock in and make sure you ain't in one of them ways where you get caught up in the rapture like your boy did. So what I want you to notice, okay, of course we see that they cut 500 salary positions, but the company's goal for $2 billion over the next 2 years. So Wheels Up is talking about their plan is for 2024, probably 2025. General Motors is talking about their plan for the next 2 years. Man, what is this? I hate advertisements, bro. 3M manufacturing. So, and the thing about it is, I picked aviation, automotive, manufacturing to show that these things are going on in different parts. And this is a part of a global 2,500 job layoff. And the last one is Duke Energy. And yeah, so energy, automotive, there's layoffs everywhere. So I think we want to pay attention to that, because that means, as far as the economy, we may be in somewhat of a downtrend, and eventually we will turn over and start going up again. So that's it for the 9 to 5 portions. Layoffs are there. Just make sure you lock in. Make sure you don't get caught up in that rapture, and just be on the lookout, because it will turn over, and there will be another prosperous season for jobs when there's plenty of opportunity to make that shift, get a higher salary, get more benefits, and all that. So now we're going to get into real estate very quickly, and I pulled this chart up last episode, but median sales prices for homes. As you can see, it ain't did nothing but go up, and there's small ticks where it goes down. And here it's, plateauing, if you can see at the very end. So let's look at the last year. We've been rising, rising, rising. I'm pretty sure wherever you are, you've noticed the dramatic, increase in house prices. And now it's flattening out and dropping a little bit. And I have a second chart up that's actually showing that it's declined in the last year a little more drastically than this one. And I'm pretty sure all these charts are, take them with a grain of salt, do what you got to do. Let's look at the last 3 years. It's going up, 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 and then boom. So maybe there's a downtick, maybe an opportunity for, some prices to come down. And, each market is specific. Each city is going to have different changes. Some cities may still be going up in price while some are dropping. But that's it for real estate. And, just with all this, with all the layoffs going on and where we are in the economy, like, I think it's just time to turn up on the hobbies. So for me, for example, I'll be turning up with my art and seeing if I could turn that hobby into some type of business. So I just feel like whatever you're doing, just dive into it further and take it up another level and just dive deeper into it. If you make tables, if you do art, if you make music or whatever you do, you freelance cybersecurity on the side. Like just go harder with it. Try to lock in because this may be that time to really do something with it. So that's it for this episode. Make sure you follow, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna keep the information flowing.